Today is August 4th, 2020, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Mashing Joys Podacst. I am, as always, your host, Cody Myers, aka Mediocre Panda, and across from me, across the interwebs and airwaves, is my co-host, my cousin, and my co-conspirator for world domination, Mr. Jason Kaysen. How are you, buddy?
Good, man. Good. Got a lot of stuff brewing, which is always great. Case and points back up and running, which we always love because sports are back. Good. It's an interesting world that we live in, and we are doing the best to provide content in it, and I'm very excited.
Yeah. Now, this week, speaking of content creation, we kind of steered away from, whether it be intentional or unintentional, from the two episodes this week. We only put out the one interview with Wink, and then we did not put out an episode on Friday because we wanted to be nice and fresh for this fucking interview we got today. It's going to be a good one with one Mr. Exhibit, not the guy who pimps said rides, but the streamer.
Definitely does not have cornrows.
No. Also did not lose to one B Rabbit in the rap battle in 8 Mile.
Facts.
But yeah, it's been about a week since our last episode. I guess a week and a day since our last episode came out. But boy, do we have some things to talk about since then. First off, let's start with something that's not we don't have a confirmation yet on, but there have been so many fucking rumors going on that we're going to get more information on the PlayStation 5 coming from Sony here in the coming weeks. There's talks that there will be another PlayStation State of Play event going on this month, as well as Xbox having their event, which will probably be when they release the price and release date, things like that for the console. And that's what we're assuming we might get from the State of Play event as well. There is speculation on when the PlayStation event is going to take place. One of the articles I saw, I believe it was from comicbook.com, was saying between August 6th, which is in, 2 days, and August 10th. Thank you. I graduated high school barely. But sources are saying that we might be getting some more third-party game reveals, specifically third-party exclusives, saying that Sony threw out some dollar bills, y'all, to get some big names to put out games either completely exclusively or as timed exclusives. We've already seen Bethesda announced Deathloop, and then there was Ghostwire Tokyo that were already, those two games were announced as timed exclusives. No real speculation on what those exclusives could be, but hopefully this is when we hear a release date and a price, because man, that's the only thing that's holding this back. Like, Xbox has done their big showcase, which was okay. As someone who watched it and took notes and looked at all the games after that, it was an okay conference, but nothing to the scale PlayStation. PlayStation's event was vastly superior. Finally seeing the console, seeing what games were coming down the wire, and it really got us all talking about the next gen. Like, people obviously were bringing it up, saying like, "Oh, this is what the console looks like." We didn't know what the PlayStation 5 looked like until that event, but that event pushed us into this final stretch, we'll call it, towards the next gen. What's something that you would want to see coming from Sony in their event?
Honestly, like, just clarification. I really don't need to see any more. Like, third-party exclusives are cool, but I really don't need to see that. What I feel is happening is I feel like PlayStation wanted to hit it first. They really wanted to push the envelope when it came to the next gens. So they showed part of their hand. And I feel like when they did that, they did a really good job at getting people hyped up. And then Xbox was like, you know what? They showed part of their hand. Let's show them our entire hand. So then Xbox came out and they showed everything. I mean, games that aren't even coming out for another couple years. Like they were showing everything to get excited about Xbox. And now PlayStation's like, oh, okay. So people actually like that. Well, now let's throw out some other third-party exclusives that we're going to release in 2023 or whatever. And just they're showing more of their hand, which is cool because obviously I'm getting a PlayStation, so I'm going to get excited no matter what. But realistically, if they show up and they do a live event that's 10 minutes long and it's basically like, these are some of the features people had questions on, like one that I saw was headset compatibility, because not a lot of people like the wired headsets. Everything was based along plugging it into the controller. Like, is Sony going to incorporate something to where, aside from buying like an aftermarket dongle to connect to your Beats, like, is it going to be Bluetooth compatible with most headsets? Like, things like that, like addressing smaller questions and then boom, hitting us with price, leaving it at that. Like, I don't need to see everything else. If they do, cool, because that's just going to get me more excited, but I don't need to see it. As far as like what would be cool, like announcing like a new I don't want to say sports game, because I really don't think, I think all the sports games are kind of where they're at, but like a new take on something like that, like a Rocket League, or like something where like esports is incorporated. Like, if they can have something that's being announced for the next console that isn't introduced yet, something that small, like that would be cool. Like if they introduced like I don't know, like a type of Rocket League, but it's not, it's a completely different game, but something where esports is going to be tied into it, to where it's like, we're not just focusing on the next gen games, but what next gen gaming can do, whether it's esports or just you playing in your living room or in your bedroom or your office or wherever you play. Honestly, like, it'd be dope if, I know we'll talk about this game later, but like if like Rogue Company came out with, something to where it was coming with PlayStation exclusives, like that would be cool. Like if it was just like a game like that, to where it's like, we know you're enjoying this game. This is what's going to happen when it hits next gen. This is what we're going to offer. Something like that. Like, I would like to see more exclusive content per game, per console, rather than just, hey, look, this is another game that's going to be coming out. Because I've seen enough. Keep the damn cat game out of my life and give me every other game, and I'm happy as can be, and just show me the price.
Absolutely. That's kind of where I'm at as well. Obviously, there's some games that I would like to see. I would like to see more of Spider-Man Miles Morales, as we only got the cinematic trailer back in June. But I would love to see maybe like a glimpse of gameplay, or even just something that kind of gives us a story beat to where we can go from there. Like, what do we think's like happening here? Because they did a phenomenal job with that, showing off gameplay and story beats in the original Spider-Man trailer, when they were doing the prison sequence, when they showed off the Sinister Six, and then they kind of kept Doc Ock off to the side, and they just like didn't exactly show that right away.
Yeah.
It's nice to see something like that. I'd love to see more from specifically Spider-Man, maybe a little bit more Horizon 2, just the big name exclusives that they already got coming out. Obviously, release date and price, pre-order date is a must. That is something I think they need to release. I think they need to be ahead of Xbox on that.
How dope would it be if they were just like there's a clock that's running while they're doing the thing, like while they're doing this state of play event, and then right at the end they're like, and as you can see behind me, once these hit double zeros, pre-ordering is live. Thanks for coming, everybody, and just shut it off.
So awesome, dude.
Pretty sure they'd shut down the internet. Like, everyone that's watching
Twitter would be
oh
fucking,
my God, let's go pre-order. Just gonzo.
Twitter broken, Reddit broken, fucking everything, dude, would be
awesome.
off the chart.
That'd be so good.
Other things I'd like to see, one thing big for me as someone who doesn't have a PC that is quite powerful enough to run my capture card through to stream via Streamlabs or OBS or Elgato or whatever, I would love to see some more functionality come to their native streaming. Because I stream primarily through just the broadcast feature on the PlayStation 4 to Twitch, twitch.tv/mediocrepanda.
Good plug.
Thank you. But I would love to see a bit more features and accessibility, if that makes sense. Like something to where I can do something with overlays. I know that's a bit hard to do considering it is on a PlayStation, but something with that, something to where maybe I could. One thing I had a huge problem with when I very first started streaming was I wanted to be like one of those streamers who can play music in the background. You cannot do that on the PlayStation 4. I would love to see them do something like that, even if they just added more streaming services to stream to. Facebook gaming's coming up, as we've been talking about, and we've been talking to streamers from the platform. YouTube, you can't really stream to YouTube off the PlayStation. Mixer's fucking dead, so who cares? I mean, shit, we're hearing more and more about Brime, and we don't exactly know where we're at with that. But once that comes out, if that happens to be a heavy hitter who could possibly rival Twitch, God fucking willing, having the native compatibility to stream to Brime would be awesome.
Watch Brime go in there and like talk to Sony and like, look, this is what we want to do. We want to add an application to your system to where our streamers can just download it onto their console. They open that, and then it basically screen shares their PlayStation, and then we can do an overlay with a camera, and they can stream directly from their console. They don't need a capture card. They don't need a PC. They don't need anything like that. Like, you want to get ahead in the game, that would be money.
Fucking awesome.
But like, even if like another subsidiary company comes in, like somewhat like a Streamlabs, and they're like, hey, we want to offer an application for your system to where, it's very basic, but you can get basic features. You can't go in and do all the edits, but you can do some basic things like an intro and an overlay and, things like that. I think that would be, that's cool. That is one thing that I did see, that article that I was reading about some things that people wanted to see Sony address, whether it's not going to happen or going to happen. That was on there. That was part of it. Another one that I saw was they wanted to see if Sony's going to dive more into applications, because when it comes to like having a console, like a one-stop shopping console, like truly Xbox is the winner. Like Absolutely. Xbox, you can do everything, like watch TV and all that. And with the Sony, you have your occasional apps like ESPN and HBO, but like Xbox, you can do everything.
Anything, yes.
Sling TV, you can do all of it to where it's all straight through your console. And actually, that was the one thing that I kicked myself for when I got rid of my Xbox One, was that I always had it in my living room, because it was basically like a DVR. Like it was basically like having a streaming service console, and then I had my PlayStation in my bonus room. But that was one thing that I saw on there too, is people questioning. I think I don't necessarily know if it would be something that's on Sony's radar, but it would definitely be something that would hit quickly with the fans. And I think right now Sony has the upper hand. So Absolutely. Doing something little like that, you're going to keep the pressure on. I know everyone's talking about like the FPS, and everyone's saying like these games in the console has the capability to get there, but it's not there right away. And I know Wink touched on this our last episode. Like I would like to hear like their spec plans and like what they plan on, like the updates and how they want to start and where they want to get to. Because like obviously 120 is going to get you close to what you're running on a PC, where everything right now is 60. But like if they can tell me flat out like, hey, right now we have some games that can support it, but come 2021 our goal is to have every game running at 120. Like that's another big thing that would be cool to see. But realistically, just show me the date, just like you said, the date, the pre-order date, and the price. That's all I care about.
That's something Xbox kind of touched on with the fact that they, with their event, they showed off a little bit of Halo Infinite gameplay of the campaign, but they didn't say anything about multiplayer. And everyone's like, what the fuck? Where's this? It's literally like the only thing people fucking care about Halo at this point is the goddamn multiplayer. Yeah. So where's that? And they have come out and said it's going to be fucking free to play. It's going to be free to play and run at 120 frames.
Crazy.
Which is absolutely fucking nuts. But you bringing up Streamlabs, having an app on the PlayStation, gave me this thought in this dumb old fucking brain of mine that I think could work. So you have like your PlayStation Messages app on your phone and shit. Streamlabs has their Mac and PC fucking applications. Get it to the point where I can stream natively from my PlayStation and make all of my edits through the quote-unquote companion app on my computer. That way I still have all my accessibility and I don't need a capture card. Granted, internet would have to be fucking amazing and mine isn't. So having that latency of trying to go game to PlayStation, game in the airwaves, stream to the computer making changes to the stream on the PlayStation would be fucking overkill. That's where I could see this having a downfall, but I think that's the play. That's the play. Streamlabs is the most accessible broadcasting software in the world right now. I mean, some people will use just regular OBS Studio. I was one of those people who wanted to until I stumbled across Streamlabs, and it's just way fucking easier for peasants like me who don't know what the fuck they're doing, can barely navigate Chrome. Like, this is, I mean, you saw me try to format a web document earlier. That was a fucking travesty. It took way longer than it should have, but
shift tab.
Dude, I was trying that though. I was trying that and it wasn't working. But
to be fair, Google Docs is a little tough. Like that.
Yeah.
The standard.
Throw me in Microsoft Word and I'll fucking type circles around these bitches. But
there you go.
Not very quickly, but I'll do it. My word per minute is pretty low. But let's quickly get into a couple other things. Hyperscape, that was a thing that we kind of talked about with the Ubisoft conference. As of Sunday, they put out a post saying, hey, Season 1's coming August 11th. We're closing beta, and we are going full launch. They are adding a new weapon, a new hack, which is their power-ups, a new limited time mode, 100-tier battle pass, the works. By the way, coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
Heck yeah.
Well done, Ubisoft. Well done. I know a lot of people aren't telling you that right now. And for good reason. Yeah. However, well done on Hyperscape. This game looks so fucking cool, and I want to play it. I was going to play it on PC when it was in beta, but I fucking screwed the pooch on that one. So I will just wait for it to come out. I wonder if it's going to be free to play. I would imagine it would be. I can't imagine them putting out a $40.
It's free to play right now, right? For like PC.
It's free open beta on PC.
I don't know. I thought the same thing about Rogue Company, and Rogue Company's charging, so I don't know. I don't know. That'll be interesting. I don't know if I would pay like a $49.99 price for it, but it looks cool enough to where if it was like $19.99, I'd pay for it. Sure. But if it's free to play, that'd be cool too. Like, I'm not against that.
I can imagine with a lot of these battle royales coming out, Ubisoft seeing the success of games like Fortnite and Warzone and all these other fucking games that are out, and Apex, yeah. Free to play would be the way to go. A lot of these games are going free to play. I would not be surprised if we see a lot more AAA titles, at least in the multiplayer sphere, go free to play.
Yeah, because they make up their money tenfold when it comes to any addition that you make to your game, whether it's a skin pack or it's a battle pass sale, or
exactly.
Like that's where let's put it this way. For me, I do not play Apex like you do.
Correct.
Still probably spent $60 in Apex. I do not play Warzone as much anymore. Probably spent over $100 in Warzone.
Easily.
Probably spent over $100 in Rocket League. Probably spent over, I mean, probably not, but probably spent over like $20 in Fortnite for a very brief stint, and that was just to get a cool skin. Like it happens, and like especially with like Call of Duty, if you know there's some good content that you get, like free guns and things throughout the battle pass, to where it's beneficial to advance the battle pass. So if you don't play it as much, purchasing it to get a jump start is key. That's what I did with Apex. I don't play Apex enough, but to get like my character's cool, like flying emote or whatever, like I want to get a jump start on it. So that's definitely the way to go, especially for BRs or heavily multiplayer platforms. But I can also understand why they wouldn't. If they put out a good game and put all this effort into it, like they want people to pay for the game, great. And if their game's going to focus on the gameplay, not necessarily the stuff that's going to be added afterwards, then sure, make it paid. But like, don't be like Mortal Kombat, where the game's $60 and then you're going to release cooler characters than what are in the game and make me pay another $40 for a season pass. Like, I don't want that. Like, that's not cool. Because I know if I wait a year, I'm going to have a game that's $49.99. I'm going to get all the characters in it. So,
absolutely. Yeah. I could see this being the next one, the next big battle royale. This or Fall Guys.
Oh my God, Fall Guys.
Dude, have you been watching the Fall Guys videos on YouTube?
So good.
Dude, Mr. Fruit's videos are fucking incredible in that game. If you haven't watched them, they're so fucking funny. And I cannot fucking wait to go into that game. It's awesome. To call that game a battle royale, dude, that's fucking... I don't think it's a battle royale.
Today, right?
What's up?
The 4th? That's when it... Right? Doesn't it come out the 4th?
I think so.
Oh, shit. Well, we know what we're doing.
Yeah. I'm going to be playing that game. I'm going to fucking... If there's a goddamn battle pass, please don't put a battle pass in this one. Oh, man, I'm going to fuck it up in one day. All a million goddamn tiers of it.
So excited for that one.
That's like fucking... like even more competitive Mario Party. It's not a fucking battle royale.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a what they would call a drug user, but I'm pretty sure if you were on some acid or some shrooms playing this game, you would have a shitty night.
Oh man,
or an amazing
really good night,
depending on how you react.
Yeah, I mean, shit. If you have a bad trip, you have a bad trip. But that game looks like a fucking fun one.
Dude, that game looks awesome. I'm so excited for it.
Speaking of awesome games, segue.
Good segue.
A game we touched on very lightly that we wanted to talk about a little bit was our new pastime, Rogue Company, coming from those fucking guys at the one studio that I can't remember. High Res, thank you. I knew it was high something.
Speaking of getting high.
Hey! That game's super fucking fun. For those of you who have maybe heard of it but haven't seen any gameplay of it, think of it like third-person Valorant is the way I like to call it. It has the movement, aiming, gunplay, all that kind of stuff of a Fortnite, with the gameplay and strategy of a Counter-Strike or a Valorant. So you're 4v4 teams with different rogues that they call them, different characters with different abilities, different loadouts, different perks that you can buy. Same buy system as a Valorant or Counter-Strike, but instead of buying your guns or whatever each round after you die, you buy your gun and you fucking have it. You keep it the whole time, which, man, let me tell you, That makes things so much easier for a pleb like myself who dies a lot. But you can take your extra money earned through planting or defusing the bomb, winning the round, getting kills or assists or whatever, and you can upgrade your weapons to have like bigger mag size, less recoil, suppressor, more damage range, upgrade your nades, bigger blast radius, carry 2 of them, whatever. There are melee weapons that you can buy, and you can also throw them at people, which is so much fun.
Especially when you have a sword.
Yeah, dude. If you're playing Ronin, you have the sword. And remember that game we played where that one Ronin was just going around and just meleeing everyone? I hit that bitch in the face with it. Cunt.
That was a good. That game is good. I love the. I didn't think I would because I really didn't get into like Siege, but I really like the strategy of the game. But this game, obviously, it's a lot simpler. Where like Siege, you have different characters where you got to use those abilities to make a strategy work. This one, the strategy really is utilizing the map to your capabilities, utilizing the center point or the bomb, and this entire game is flanking. Like it's upfront battle and watch your back. Like that's it. There's no other like strategy to it other than that. And what makes it that is the maps are so small. And I mean, we were mobbing when we were playing on stream. I mean, we were doing really good and our teams were doing good.
Twitch.tv/mediocre panda.
Good plug. And it was just us two talking. Like we weren't talking to the other 2 people on the team. Like imagine having a squad of 4, like being able to talk about, hey, getting flanked on this side, or I'm watching this side, and just being able to communicate and watch your entire surroundings. Like that would make it even better. And when it comes to esports, like this is probably going to be the easiest game to communicate, but the game that's going to require the most communication.
Yeah. The very first thing that we said when we started playing this game was, holy shit, the esports for this game are going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Now, as we also said, they're probably going to be focused on the demolition game mode, which this game has 2 game modes. Demolition, which is basic ass fucking Counter-Strike. You got 2 bomb sites, plant the bomb, defend your site. If the bomb goes off, attackers win. Bomb gets defused, defenders win, or whichever team dies first. Then they also have Strikeout, which is our shit that we play a lot of because we don't have the patience nor strategy to play Demolition right now. Maybe if we get more people to play with us, then maybe we'll take a dive back in. But Strikeout is your typical 4v4. There's one neutral point on, the left lane or the right lane or the center or wherever. And each team has 12 lives. Whoever runs out of lives first loses the round, and it's best to 3 rounds. And that game's so fun.
That game mode's fun. It's intense because like once your team like gets to the point where it's like, okay, everyone has 1 life left, it's like, oh crap, where's the other team at? Oh crap, they have 10 extra lives. All right, shit, bunker down. Let's make sure we don't die. Yeah. And like healing is crucial, and it's tough to get that strategy in when you're not communicating with everybody. But healing is crucial because you don't lose your lives and you can stay in the game. But it's hard because everything's so like the battle is so on top of each other that it's not like Call of Duty where if you get sniped from a distance, you can crawl into a room and hang out there until someone revives you. Like you die very fast, so your team has to be right on the revive. And generally when you go down, the person's within 20 feet of you. So it's like the revive has to be happening because someone else is shooting at that person and they've kind of taken cover so you can revive them. Mm-hmm. It's really team-based, and I like how they kept it very small, very in your face. So it's not like a lot of running around. Like even when you're flanking across the whole map, like you can run all the way around the map to flank the team, and it still takes you about like 15 seconds. That's it. It's not like something where it's going to take you a whole minute to run around the whole map like some Call of Duty maps are.
Yeah.
It's very small, very in your face. I love it. This game is quickly becoming my favorite to play. And it reminds me a lot of Apex, to where you can drop in. Like if you played with no teammates in Call of Duty, like, you're screwed. Or if you played with teammates but you don't know who they are and you're not communicating, you're screwed. You're gonna die fast. Your team's not gonna land in the same spot. It's not gonna be fun for you. You're wasting your time. Apex, for the most part, initially you stay together, because when you launch, the person that launches, you're following that person unless you want to be a douche and go off on your own. But for the most part, like, you can play with randos and still do pretty good. Like, this game is similar to that. Like, the map is so small that the better communication and the better the strategy, the quicker and easier you win, but you can still pull off a win and still do well playing with randos.
Yeah.
Which gets more people to play immediately.
Absolutely. And they have, as Apex kind of pioneered, they have a fucking ping system, which is great. There are 2 pings in that game. Hey, I'm going here, and hey, there's a fucker in front of me. And that's it. Those are the only 2 pings you get. But like, the dodge roll is fucking sick. The fact that you can, since it's like an over-the-shoulder kind of shooter, the fact that you can like switch shoulders you're shooting over, that's fucking crucial for when you're in cover. Depending on which cover you're in, what gun you're using. It's awesome to be able to swap and get that kind of like angle on someone, be able to hold an angle. And it's just fun as shit. This game you can get through Twitch from watching certain partnered streamers who have drops enabled, kind of like with Valorant. When they first released Valorant in beta, you had to get it through a code. You also have the option to buy one of the 3 founders packs they have available. It's like a standard or like a basic one that gives you the basic legends and like maybe a couple others and like a skin and an emote. It's like $15. Then you get like the standard, which is $30, I think. Gives you all the rogues, another outfit, more skins, shit like that. And then the $60 motherfucking big bitch over here that gives you even more shit. Yeah, the Bertha Founders a pack. That's what they should call it. Yo, Hi-Rez, we got an opportunity for you.
I already emailed them earlier, so hopefully, maybe if they respond, I'll just respond back with that.
Yeah, yeet. But the game is available on PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. And it is cross-platform. Obviously, the codes and shit are specific to whatever console you get it for or whatever console you buy it for. You can't just like buy it on the PlayStation 4 and think you can just play it on your Switch. That would be asinine. However, if you were to get it on your PlayStation 4, start playing it, and then get it on your Switch, I believe your progress crosses over because you link it with your account. I have my Hi-Rez account linked with everything. So if I ever get it on a different platform and I want to play it on there, I will have all my shit, which is great. Also, this game does have a platinum trophy on the PlayStation. Super fucking easy. Me and Jay played it. The first day we played it for like 3-4 hours, and I only had 5 trophies left to get the platinum. So it's very, very easy. You will get most of it just from playing the game. But what do you say we get into this interview we've got lined up?
Yep. He actually just finished his streamer games, so he is ready to go. I'm actually wearing his shirt today. It's actually a streamer that I've supported for quite a while. It's a streamer that actually got me into following streamers. Yep, those things. And the one thing, I hate being the Groundhog Day, the repetitive guy where, we constantly talk about how we just wanted to present this platform for everybody. We also wanted to bring variety to whatever segment that we're going to do. And doing a streamer segment, we talked to Wink, who plays everything. And that was a big portion of why we wanted Wink on. because not only does he play everything, but he plays it on every console. And Xh1b1t, who we're actually going to bring on here in just a second, he is real and raw, to say the least. Like, hopefully we can really project that in this interview, because this is why I decided to support him, is because when I watch him, I feel like I'm watching myself, just way better at video games. Hopefully he doesn't make us look like total plebs by bashing us like Wink did, because that would suck. But, you know, I reached out to Xh1b1t, and he was actually one of the first guys to respond. And Xh1b1t has a lot of followers, and he's a very busy guy. He does a lot of streaming, and he has a lot of viewers. And for him to respond right away was really cool. So I'm really happy to have him on. I'm stoked that we get to have him on for the second episode of this streamer series. And hopefully the wait was well worth it. So without further ado, my guy, Xh1b1t. All right, X, what's up, man? How we doing?
What's good, man? We be doing solid.
Yep. How were you had supporter games, right? How was that?
Yes, sir. It was good. It was good. Had some good laughs. Got some good jokes.
Nice.
Didn't win no games.
No games.
Got some kills. I don't know. My support.
Community's got to step the game up.
Oh, the community's getting there, though, bro. I play with these people. I played with them 4 days this week, right? There's 4 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I'm going to tell you by Sunday, the people I played with on Monday was like 2 times better. I need that shit to be 10 times better, but we're getting there. We're working on it.
There you go. So just to kind of dive right into it, what got you into streaming? What got the profession started?
My passion for video games. My video games have been my escape since I was a baby. Like, that's all I did. Like, I played GameCube. I played like PlayStation 1. I played like Sega, like Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega. Bruh, I was a god. I was doing speed runs before I knew what the hell a speed run was. Like,
That's awesome.
I just love video games, and you put me on any game, give me an hour, I'll be like kind of okay.
When you were playing games as a kid, did you ever see it as becoming a career?
Oh, hell no. Well, that was my dream. I wanted to be a video game tester when I was a kid. That was actually like my dream job. Like in school, they actually like, oh, what do you want to be when you get older? I'm like, a video game tester. My teacher says, that ain't no job. Screw you, Miss Petula. I made it.
That's awesome.
Miss Patootie, or whatever the hell her name was, told me that I was never going to test video games. Well, I don't test them, but I played them. I don't know what she's talking about.
Was it you that found the video games? Did someone introduce you to video games? Like, how did that love start?
Damn. Hell. My brain worked that well, I would know. But I'm going to tell you right now, I picked up a controller. I came out the womb with it. I plugged it in. I played life. I knew I was good at video games.
There you go.
I don't know. I really don't have an answer for that one. That's a question like, I need to be like 7 to know that.
I can tell you, like, for me, the way I got started was actually watching my dad play the PlayStation 1. He had Resident Evil 2. And it was, once I went to bed, then he was able to play. He wasn't allowed to play in front of me. That was my mom's rules. And there was a couple nights where I woke up in the middle of the night to go get a drink or whatever, and he's playing it. And I used to just sneak around the corner and just watch. And then finally he started realizing that I was watching, so it became like a thing. And then he went away on vacation for a week, and I decided to put Resident Evil 2 in and play myself, and holy shit.
I bet you pooped a brick.
I did. Yeah, it was awful.
Pooped the whole log.
It was awful. Those damn liquor things that crawled, oh my God, it scared the shit out of me forever.
Preaching to the choir, bro.
Fell in love.
I ruined a lot of underwear when I played that game.
That game was a lot. It was bad.
I was a baby.
Yep.
I was like, what the hell is that? And I used to think it was in my room and shit.
Yep.
But it's okay. I'm beyond that now.
There you go.
Want to hear a funny story about when I was a kid?
Hell yeah.
I used to thought when you pause the TV, like when you shut the TV off on a TV show, I'd wake up and that shit would resume. I swear to God, I thought the TV paused the show, bro, when I was a kid. I was like, bro, this is a good part. I'm going to pause it. I wake up in the morning and turn the TV on, but I would never know the next day that it didn't pause. Like, I just wasn't my brain wasn't there. I turned the TV on. I'm like, bro, who changed the channel? I was just not caught up with the lingo back then, man.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, damn, this is my favorite part of SpongeBob. Pause. It didn't pause.
That's
I tested the theory a couple years ago. I was today years old when I found out you shut off the TV, it ain't pause.
Yep. Now they actually have pause buttons, so now you're fine.
I still don't know how to use that. I still shut it off and hope it resumes. Netflix and Hulu got me though. They're like, oh, powering off. All right, we'll pause it.
Yeah, we'll hold it for you. We'll resume
see,
watching.
Netflix knew what I was thinking.
There you go. That's it. Maybe they took it from your brain. Might have to go after them.
Possibility, man. I might have to sue them. Like, I had this theory when I was a kid. Y'all took my ideas.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be watching Netflix and shut it off, and then it's not paused anymore.
Ooh. I'll know you got your check then.
Better be
Might
big.
not see you on stream anymore.
No, shit, you're a rich man. People living in the jungle or something.
So once you got started streaming, was there someone that kind of helped you along the way, or was it something that you just did on the fly?
Oh, absolutely. So Nitro, I actually met the first streamer I ever played with. His name's Seven. He still streams to this day. He plays GTA and he like does like these car tracks and stuff now. I played with him. I was actually on my way to McDonald's. I was tired as hell. I was hungry. I wanted to get home and I wanted to play some video games. I got some food. On the way home, I found his stream and I pulled it up and he was doing the Easter egg and zombies. I was like, bro, I know how to do that. Like, I know that like the back of my hand. So I typed in the chat. I was like, yo, I know every step. Let me help you. So they kicked somebody out and let me jump in. And we ended up completing the Easter egg. So then we continued to do all the Easter eggs for all the maps on his stream. One day out of nowhere, he hits me up. He's playing Blackout with Seven, Deadeye Dan, and Nitro Luke. And we played squads. And I've never played Blackout in my life. I didn't even know what the hell it was. I played zombies and multiplayer. I had no idea what the Battle Royale version of it was. First Battle Royale I played was Fortnite and H1z1. I didn't really know what Blackout was, but we got in there and I went off. Like my first game ever, I had 24 kills, first game ever playing that. And I was like, damn, this shit's kind of cool. So I played with them for like a good 3.5, 4 hours. A couple days later, I'm playing multiplayer and Nitro Luke hits me up on Discord because I had to get Discord to play with Seven and Nitro Luke and all them. So I got Discord. He hit me up a couple days later and was like, yo, you want to be my duos partner? I was like, you sure? Because he's like really good back then. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I ended up being his duos partner for a while. And a lot of his community used to call me Ribbit Hibbit. And that's where the Frog Fan thing came from.
Okay.
Because he never, ever called me Xh1b1t. He just said Hibbit. And then his chat would say Ribbit Hibbit when I would do like clutch plays and stuff. So that's kind of where the Frog Fan thing came from. And I kind of just stuck it out. So Nitro Luke, when I started my page, I used to play with him, but I wasn't streaming yet. But he'd have my page tagged. So that helped me. And then I did my first ever stream. Nitro shared it. Rasta shared it. And I think that's really all who shared it. So Rasta, Luke, Seven, they were like they were like kind of my core. It's kind of where I came from.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right.
Long story. I started with zombies and now I'm a Warzone player. I'm a Battle Royale dude.
There you go. That's dope, actually. And actually, I think that's how I stumbled upon your stream was through Nitro.
Most likely.
I think that's how that happened. So talk to me about finding the game to stream, because obviously a big thing about streaming is finding something content-wise that your viewers are going to enjoy. Warzone is very saturated. That market is
it's beyond saturated now. It kind of sucks because people that aren't good at it are getting views because they came over from Mixer, or like I just look at statistics. Like I look at stats, and when somebody's holding this more CCV than someone like me or like Rasta or somebody like that, but yet they're half as good, don't talk to the chat. I just don't see how somebody like that could have so many views. But then you got people that are holding like 10 views that are 20 times better players and better with their chat. Yeah, it's a little easier to be better with your chat with less people. But if you have the momentum and you want to keep talking to your chat and you just keep reading comments every time one pops up, when that person's got 100, that person starts reading more. So in retrospect, I mean, to really find the game that you want to play, you got to put – the thing about streaming is it's not about finding what game gives you the best numbers. It's finding what game you provide the best content on. You got to be happy when you play. You can't be angry. You can't be sad. You can't be frustrated. You need to find a game that you're happy while playing, so your viewers are happy while you're playing the game that they like. Like it's hard to really find where you mesh. Sometimes you do got to follow the numbers, but you got to turn a shit time into a good time. Like, I hate Warzone with a burning passion. The game has pushed me so far away. The people, all the turkey baster babies who sit on top of buildings. Yeah, those dudes make me want to rip a hole in a sofa and stick them in it and cover it up with sunflower seeds and watermelon slices and just sit on them. And I honestly just think those people smell bad and they need to not do that. But I still play the game because I do enjoy the game. The gameplay is honestly, it's one of the best Call of Duties as far as gameplay wise. But the people who play it smell bad. So finding the game that you want to play is kind of hard because you got to enjoy it as well. Content creation isn't about what game you play. It's how you interact with, your viewers and yourself. Like, you have to be a whole person to really provide good content. You got to be happy. You got to have some enthusiasm, some energy.
Well, I can tell you right now, we don't smell bad. We actually smell decent.
Speak for yourself, brother.
Yeah.
No, I smell like Fruit Loops and candy canes right now. You ain't gonna catch my ass on a building even on a day I do smell bad.
I think, Cody, we should change this series to fucking Jason and Cody in the ass, because Wink bashed us and now X did without.
I'm not bashing you, but dude, if you're sitting on a roof with like a riot shield and an RPG, bro, you
okay,
smell
we don't
funny.
riot shield. We don't riot. Well,
you RPG.
No, fuck no.
You don't smell bad. You
but
just
I'm
need to
on
get
top
better.
of a roof of downtown.
But you just need to get better.
Yeah, well, fuck yeah. But I ain't got time for that shit. I got a podcast I gotta do.
Bro, I mean, do with it as you please, bro. Get on them damn sticks and don't sit on a building, and I guarantee you become better. Next time you play, when you do have time, don't go on a building and just sit there. I swear to God, if I walk by a building, you shooting me one time, I come back 6 hours later and you're still up there, bro. I'm gonna call a goddamn taxi helicopter to fly on you ass. Blow your ass up or something.
Well, I won't tell you my strategies because we already told Wink, and I'm pretty sure Wink is just going to be headhunting us for a while, so we won't go there. But the one thing that I will say is, out of all the streamers that we have on this series coming on, everyone is really good at getting their chat involved. But the one thing I can say about you is you don't just answer questions. You actually interact with the chat, which is very uncommon when it comes to a gamer that is so invested like you. Like, you'll find gamers that are playing the game and someone will say something and they'll just start reacting to the chat. They're not even really playing. Like, you're fully invested in the game and still reacting to the chat, which I can tell you from a viewer standpoint is very important. So how did that develop? Like, that's obviously not something that you just pick up right off the fly. Like, how did you develop that over time?
I didn't develop it over time. It's been like that since my first stream. My first stream had 120 CCV, so I had to just be on my toes and ready to go. Like, I was honestly, when I used to play with Nitro Luke, I used to read his chat while playing. So I was playing while looking at my phone and reading chat. So that kind of warmed me up to it. But I'm a very multi-talented person. I can do multiple things at once. Like, I could play the game, read chat, shout out alerts, and still kill people without even looking at the screen. Like, it's just, I've learned like the notions of quick looks, and like I could look at all my monitors in a heartbeat, and like I could change the song while shooting somebody. Like, it's just, you learn it, and it's not really something you develop. It's something that you have to want. You have to want to interact with people. You know what I'm saying? If you just like, bro, I don't give a fuck about these people, but I'm gonna watch my game, you're not gonna succeed, only because your people that are there, they're trying to talk to you. There are times that I can't answer chat, but that's also because I'm in the middle of something like intense. Like, if every downtime I look up, I see a comment, I'm gonna answer it. I don't care if you're a supporter, star sign. I don't give a shit what you are. I'm gonna try to answer your question if I see it. People get butthurt when I don't respond to them, but like, dude, I just missed it. Like, you're not the only person talking in the chat. So you just, honestly, bro, you gotta, viewers come first because they make you who you are. So that's one thing I've always based myself off of. Like, I wouldn't be in the position I am and be able to stream full time if it wasn't for them. Like, my mods are literally people who have all 300 something plus followage. They come in every stream I go live. I see them in every stream. They've been a supporter since I had them. They're the same people that have watched me since the beginning. And anything that I can't answer, they know me more than my family does. Like, that's what I said on stream today. Somebody asked what a mod is, and I was like, honestly, my mods are my family. Like, they know more about me than my actual family does. They know what I do for a living. They know my statistics. They know my earnings. They know more about me than most people do. And they answer a lot of things that I miss when it's like an important question. Like some people come in like with some dumb question like, yo, what's your loadout? I can't sit there and read them my loadout while I'm shooting somebody. So my chat will be like, all his loadouts are in Discord. Like they help promote my stream as well. So they make it a lot easier on me. Having good mods really helps. And my mods are absolutely the best mods on Facebook. That is a promise. They're always welcoming. If you're going to come in and roast me or roast a follower that's enjoying the stream, they're going to come at you, bro. And I swear to God, you're going to need a new family because they're going to roast you, your family, your chicken dinner, your lunch, your breakfast for the next week. Like my mods going to roast your shit. So don't come in hot because they're going to cool your ass down real quick. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's facts. That's facts. Actually, my next question was going to be about mods, and you kind of already answered it with how important they are.
Mods make your community. I mean, they gotta welcome everybody. They gotta make people when they come in. They gotta be like, yo, every time I come in here, you know, I got these people to talk to. That they're their family. You know what I'm saying? They're watching the same person I am, but they got the same interest. You know what I'm saying? They control everything while the streamer's busy. Your mods make you. Your mods don't only represent your family, but they represent you as an individual as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell my mods what to say. I got Chelsea Renee, who literally, she's got like 6 notepad clip-worthy that she just literally copies and pastes. She's got my cash tabs when people ask. She's got those ready. She's got my Activision ID for supported days. She's got a note that says stream facts, my sensitivity, my all that. She's got one that's got my socials on it. Like she literally sits there and she posts them repetitively over a period of time. She takes each one and posts them differently. I got my mod Dan and another Chelsea. They're kind of like the sweethearts, the welcomers. I got Brock and Zach, kind of like the bullies of my mods. Like when somebody talks shit, they talk shit back. Like I got my boy Austin, who's Chelsea's girl, Chelsea's guy, and he comes in when he can because he's working all the time. So when he comes in, he's kind of like a median. Like I got highs and I got lows. Like they each have their own role, and it wasn't something I gave them. It was just something that they developed over being in my chat every day for however long.
For sure.
I don't tell them what to say. They just do it.
For sure. So let's talk about games that we play. Let's talk about what games are we playing off stream?
Everything that ain't Call of Duty.
Okay.
I got GTA RP. Okay, I got NBA 2K. I got GTA, and off stream I play. Well, lately I haven't really been, but I even do play Warzone off stream sometimes. That's probably my top 3.
Okay. So let's talk about Rogue Company because that's something
that's on stream.
For sure.
I'm sweating when I play that shit.
For sure. So that's actually something that Cody and I have picked up as well that we've been playing. Kind of fire. Not gonna lie. Like kind of.
It's amazing. The competitive scene for that game is gonna be mental.
Yeah. So let's talk about what do you think about this game is going to make it blow up? Do you think that this is going to be
the competitive scene?
Okay, so like esports, you think that this is
it's going to go huge because it's kind of like a baby between Fortnite and like Rainbow Six. Like it's a third-person shooter like Fortnite. It's got the character movement of Fortnite, but it's got the competitive style 3-lane shooter. You know what I'm saying? Peaks are everything. You know what I'm saying? Vantage points are everything. You got to get the right peak at the right time, smack the right people. You got a healer. You got your juggernauts. You got your people who going to go out in front, clear a lane for you. You got your roles. The roles section is the biggest thing. And the fact that it's a 3-lane shooter. There's 3 lanes. You got A, you got B, you got center. Like that's it. You got left side, right side, center. There's every map is 3 lanes. There's some vantage points from like left side to right side, some vantage points from center to both sides. Like it's just every map has its own energy, and it's got such a competitive scene build to it. You know, you got your different types of players. You got your support, your snipers, your short range, your close range, your distance, your healer. Like it's just such a well-rounded game, and it really is a skill-based game because you need to be accurate. You need to be able to outplay. You need to be able to outmaneuver. You just need to you need to be on top of your shit in that game. Like you need to be quicker than your opponent.
For sure. No, I totally agree. So being that, what are some things that need to change in Warzone? Because obviously,
Warzone,
you especially. We asked Wink, and Wink was like, "I'm not gonna say anything terrible because let's be honest, the game's pretty good." And then we brought up TV Station, and Wink lost it because he hates TV Station. But what like areas of the map that we can't stand? What are some features in the game that we think need to change? What do you got for us?
All right, my list goes on, but I ain't gonna go that deep. I'm gonna go with this. Every building needs multiple entrances.
Okay.
ATC at airport. That needs like a ladder or something to go up because the elevator is the only way up right now. And a team can sit in there on final circle and literally sit there till the game's over. They need to fix some of the circles because some of the circles are half out of the fucking map. And a team that did some recons can take a helicopter and hide and be the only people on top of the hill. And then everyone under them is not going to win the game. It's not possible. There's some vantage points you just can't beat. Rooftop campers. Dead ass, if you sit in a corner with your heartbeat out with Ghost, you deserve to choke on a watermelon seed. Just saying. You need to figure out why you smell funny. Need to jump in the shower. Put on some deodorant. Get the hell out of the corner. You goddamn sweatshop. You need to figure it out, bro. Like, you're not good at the game. Okay? Campers need to, like, appear on my UAV if they got Ghost, if they ain't moving. If you, like, within 100 square foot of another person and you ain't moving, bro, your ass gonna stay on that shit like a red dot. And you gonna walk around as a red dot, like you gonna highlight or something. I need to know there's a dude sitting in the goddamn fern in the corner watering it and pissing on it. I need to know there's a guy there. I have to. I cannot fight in a team and some lollygagging, Peter wanking dudes in the corner smelling the coffee and shit. I need to know there's a guy there. I need to.
Okay, I like it.
Yes. I need to not smell bad people.
One thing Wink brought up is he wants a way up on top of stadium, like some scat.
Man,
like
fuck that. Make that shit out of bounds.
Something.
Fuck that. Make that shit out of bounds. You go on top of stadium. Your mama raised a bitch.
Well, I hope my mom's not watching. Cause
just saying, you go on top of stadium and you sit there with your damn helicopter trying to snipe and you can't even hit shit. Oh, you know how many times I get into a sniper fight with somebody on top of stadium? I'm sitting here, knock, 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 knock. I just get hit once. Like, there's 4 dudes trying to snipe one, and I'm out here, like, tickling their pickles with my sniper bullets. No, bro. Get down. You smell bad.
What one place in the map do you want taken out? Obviously, stadium's pretty heavy for you, but there was one place that you can completely wipe from the map.
The roof of airport.
Okay.
Make that shit either have a fucking way up or take that bitch out.
Okay.
Because that is literally the only place in the map other than stadium that you can only get up by helicopter or gulagging. It's the only way up, and it sucks. You are ass if you go on either of those. You got swamp ass if you go up there.
I like it. Winks was TV station because
TV station's my favorite landing spot. I'll shit on everybody there. I'll land on that roof with a pistol, kill the first guy, pick up shit, and I'm just going off, bro. I'm out here. I'm hacking the computers and shit. I got they're out here radioing for radio control and shit. They're out here like, bro, there's this dude running around crazy as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm up in that bitch, bro. TV station's my shit.
All right. See, there's proof that
there also needs another entrance onto the roof of TV station as well. Because the one ladder is not cool. Because somebody can just lay down there and just stare at the ladder, and every time you come up, you're dead. Oh, you need something. I need like a back ladder, side ladder, and a front ladder. I need a ladder. Multiple ladders.
Has there ever been a time where someone kills you in Warzone and you look up their gamer tag and send them a message?
Not in Warzone, but Blackout, boy. Bro, I used to die to campers in that shit, bro. I'd report their ass for exploiting horrible gameplay. And then I'd look them up and I would mess with them and be like, bro, how's the marshmallows and the s'mores coming in that campsite there, bud? Multiple times in Blackout. That's a promise. Never in Warzone, though. In Warzone, I just don't care because I've come to the conclusion that these people think it's a style of play. So I just come to the point where, like, my dog, you need to use that left joystick on your controller and walk forward a couple feet. See what the rest of the world's like out there. This corner's not the safest spot. There's better ones.
Yeah. I can honestly say I think that's like the most amusing part of your stream is when you do run into someone and you're just epic rants. I think your rants is what makes a lot of people stick around for the stream because they know it's coming. Have you ever played where you haven't went on a rant?
Hell fucking no. If I don't rant, I'm either nauseous or don't feel well or don't have energy. And I'm just trying to stream to put in hours because I like grinding. But if I'm feeling nice, you know, I started the stream with my music blast, and I'm about to be in a good ass mood, bro. Until a troll come in there and talk some shit, I'm gonna smoke his ass like a fucking rotisserie chicken from ShopRite.
My favorite X rant is probably when someone that doesn't watch you all the time starts feeling like the tension and will call you out like, why are you in a bad mood? And then you just go off.
Because I'm not in a bad mood.
I'm
I'm never in a bad mood.
I'm not in a
always
bad
in a
mood.
good mood. I'm not mad. But then when people say, bro, you're so mad, that makes me mad. Like, I wasn't mad before, but now I'm mad because literally you're stupid. I'm not mad. Because I guarantee you once Warzone gets shut off, my ass going to walk out in the kitchen, I'm going to cook me some goddamn food, and I'm going to be happier than a kid on Christmas.
There was one, I couldn't tell you how long ago it was, but there was one I was watching the stream at work, and someone came in and said, why are you so mad? And you said you just went off, and you're like, this is my job, like I have to be competitive, and as soon as I saw the chat come up, like, bro, why are you mad? I immediately turned the volume up because I was like, oh shit, X is going off. That's the one thing
people turn that bitch down because I'm gonna blow your goddamn ears out.
Oh, I love it. It was awesome. So obviously video games, profession, part of life. What do we do outside of video games? I see you've been picking up some golf.
Play golf.
What hobbies are we doing outside of video games?
Riding, fixing shit, building shit, fucking trying to smell nice, working out. I picked up working out pretty heavy since I got my own place. Eating healthy, being human, living life.
There you go.
I do my hours, call it a day. I relax, catch up on some energy. I go build something, take my quad for a ride, go for a drive. I don't know, work out, whatever moment seizes itself.
There you go.
When that door opens, I run through that bitch.
I like it.
Sure.
What so obviously this pandemic has been making things different for everybody and a little difficult. Has it changed like your schedule? Like how has it affected you and your profession?
Oh, absolutely. It has stressed me the fuck out the end because prior to quarantine, I was quarantined. I've been quarantined for 1 year and 6 months now, as long as I've been streaming, and I've been quarantined the whole time. All I did was stream. And when I finally reached my goals that I could actually slow down and start focusing on myself, my mental health, my physical health, all my health things, like, going out and doing shit, I finally hit a point where I'm like, yeah, I can take it easy now. I'm gonna do my 4 to 6 hours a day, 4 to 8 hours a day, and then go do something. Now I can't go do something. Now I'm stuck here doing this shit again. Back on some ridiculous shit where I stream for fucking ever. I do my 4 hours and I'm like, bro, I'm bored as fuck. And then I get back on and I'm like, yeah, well, here goes fucking 10 hours of my day. I'm like, yo, smell nice and play video games. Quarantine has fucked my life up. Yeah. See, most people, they go to work, they come home, they use video games as relief. Video games are my job. I can't go home and play video games as relief. I got to go out and fucking do something for relief. Like, I don't fucking know. This shit's ass backwards.
Hey, you know what? Eventually we don't know when, but eventually it will change and you'll be back to.
I hope so. My ass needs to go to the bar and get dancing. I gotta get jiggy with it with some ladies, man. I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
So
I need to let off some steam.
Is it a myth or is it real that X is like the best moves in the game? Because I know you talk a lot about your dance moves.
About dancing, bro. I do a lot of the same dance moves with different functions. I do a lot of the same shit. I just make it look different every time I do it. I got dance moves. I can do really any dance move out there, but I don't know. I forget a lot of the moves I know, and then I just end up repeating myself. But like, I listen to a song, I can make up dance to it. Like, I ain't no choreographer, but like, I'm an exographer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just off the top of the dome. I like to rap. I like to spit bars sometimes when I play a good instrumental, especially when I drink. Like when I drink, I just sit down with music blasting and I like to write a whole song off the top of my head. Like, this is kind of what I do. Sometimes it ain't ever good, but they sound all right.
There you go. So season 5 coming out here in a couple days.
Isn't it season 5 already?
Is it? I thought
I
season
thought it was
5.
season. Maybe it's season 4. I don't know, man.
I
I
think
don't
season
keep
4.
up with the fucking seasons,
I think
bro.
season 5 drops
The fucking weather
Tuesdays.
outside been the same. I don't give a shit.
There you go.
Quarantined and empty. The only season I know right now. It's quarantine season. I don't know what the hell seasons in the game is. It's like 1, 2, 3, and 5 are all the same anyway. It's all it is season 1.5 right now. 4.
Yeah, pretty much.
It'll be season 1.5 soon.
What do you think about the rumor of Stadium opening up?
Stadium opens up, bro. It's gonna be a goddamn what the hell is mosh pit. Everybody gonna land there for the first month, and then after that, shit gonna die out. It's like Tilted Towers in Fortnite. That shit disappeared. Everybody wanted it back. They brought it back retro style. The shit became a mosh pit again. That's all it is. I'm not going to stadium. You can bet your ass I'm landing right outside. I'm gonna grab some, and then I'm going in. I ain't going in that bitch. Everybody gonna be punching and shit. I ain't trying to get into no fist fight. I always lose them shits. I can't hit nobody. I'm out here punching with a goddamn noodle arm.
What's favorite landing spot? What's the favorite
TV station? Easy.
TV station?
TV station or Superstore.
How come every time I watch you, you're landing like Twin Towers or something?
Because I'm not playing with good people. I can't do Superstore. And when I play with my supporters, I feel bad if we go Superstore and they don't get pooped on. So I try to land somewhere a little safer.
Well, that's why.
When I play solos, I land at like TV station, Superstore, and the buildings next to hospital. And then I go to hospital. Like, I can't land at hospital because everybody just gets on the big roof and chills. And they all smell bad. So can't go there. That's like the worst decision ever.
I love it. So what's let's talk about what's the end goal? Like, obviously we get into streaming. Streaming's obviously working out for you. What's the end goal? Like, where are we trying to get? Are we taking it somewhere? What's the plan?
I plan on streaming till the day my ass burps baby powder. I'm trying to stream forever. I enjoy the shit out of it. I love it. I'm excited for every new game that drops to bring content. I enjoy the shit out of it. My end goal, honestly, at some point, I do plan on, streaming part-time and being like kind of living life the other half, like part-time life living, part-time streamer. Like I kind of want to stream on my own schedule, not have to stream to make money. Like honestly, my end goal is to buy like 10 houses and rent out 9 of them and live in one. That's my end goal. And having people give me $30,000 a month to do nothing, to look pretty on stream while I stream for fun. Stream for fun, and then if the streaming career takes off as I hope it does, and I someday do get to that point, I want to continue providing content for literally ever. Like, I don't want to stop. Like, I'll never stop. And even when I say part-time, I'm still talking 10 hours a day. I'm just talking about like, more days off basically. Because right now I don't take days off. If I take a day off, it's because I really need it. Like, I'm just drained and I literally cannot get on this camera and provide something, like some kind of energy. Because I'm known for like being obnoxious and loud and crazy. Like, if I can't do that, then I don't want to sit in front of this camera.
For sure.
That's just straight facts. Like, I just don't want to do it.
Fair enough. I like it. What, so let's talk about growing your community. So obviously we talked about how getting involved in chat, but what can you advice that you can give to other streamers? Like, how do you grow your community? How do you build a community around people that you want? Does it start with the mods? Does it start with you? Where does it start?
Starts with you. Don't ever get fucking stuck up no matter how big you get. Realize that you are who you are because the people who watch you, no matter how much you are like making it or as big as you get, you can never forget your roots. You got to know where the hell you came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get out of touch with your shitty streams. Like, I look back at some of my old streams on Blackout and I'm like, damn, dog, I look like shit. Like, I was just so drained and I was just like, man, I don't know how these people love me. I don't know how these people watch me. I'm obnoxious. But then I realized, like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Some people don't like how real and authentic I am. People can't stand it, to be honest. And it stunts my growth. Honestly, I'd probably grow more if I became like a softie, like a fucking soft serve ice cream. But nah, bro, I'm out here Italian ice style, frozen out the freezer. I'm as real and raw as it gets. Like, I always keep it 100. I don't change up. It all starts with you. You got to stay true to who you are. Like I said on stream today, I was like, yeah, I'm never going to forget my mods. I got to have 10 million followers, and I'm not going to forget the same 6, 7 people who've been there since jump, or the people that have been there since Rip Sending Stars, showing their support with the shares. Like, I will remember everybody. And that's because I feel those people have put me to the point that I am now. If I didn't have those 7 viewers in the beginning, would that have ever turned to 8? Would it ever have turned to 10? If you have 1 viewer, someday you keep that 1 viewer coming back, someone be like, dog, this man got 1 viewer. I wonder why. They're going to come in, they're going to see who you are, going to be like, shit, let me follow. Now you got 2. Then you got 5. Then you got 500. Like, you just get to be personal. A lot of streamers, they don't want to get personal. They're like, oh, this is a business. This is a job. Yeah, it's your job. But if somebody comes into Subway every day and you're working at Subway making sandwiches, do you want to get to know what that person does for a living and why they work at Subway versus where they could be working? Maybe they're pursuing some. There's a dude who works at Subway down the street from me. That man wants to be a rapper. How do I know? Because I wanted to know who he was. Doesn't matter what your profession is. If you do something or you see somebody often, you want to learn that person. So I'm as real as it gets. You want to know something about me? Ask me. I'm going to tell you. And I'm not going to make some shit up. I'm going to tell you where I've been. I'm going to tell you where I want to be. And I'm going to tell you where I'm going. I have nothing to hide. I'm a streamer. I'm no different than a viewer. I'm just sitting on the camera. I have multiple people watching me. They all want to either pursue it or they just enjoy it for the time off. Let me be your entertainment.
For sure.
I'll teach you the way.
Talk a little bit about like the days. So Wink talked about when, being able to adjust to the days where you don't have a lot of viewers, like being able to still go through the motions and being able to manage, your own belief and emotions. Like if you're someone that streams and you got, 50 people watching you, and then one day you have 10, like that's gotta hit on you a little bit. But like, how do you get through that? Like what do you do?
Like last month at the beginning of last month, I was killing it. I was holding 1K CCV. I almost broke 10K. I mean, I hit 9.8K CCV. 10K is a big margin. After that day, I was nowhere near that number again. But I was sitting at a consecutive 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K. I was sitting there. And then as the months went on, when this mixer move came, it hurt. It hit me hard as fuck. Like it did. And a lot of people don't know that, but it did. Because before the mixer move, I was sitting at a hefty 700 plus every stream. After the mixer move, I am no longer trending. I'm no longer being seen, and I am still fighting through this notion. Tonight's stream was good. I sat at 500 consecutively, finally dropped below like 300, but that's also because we were dying a lot. You got to survive a little bit for people to watch. They look at you and you suck. They're not going to want to watch, which makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't want to watch somebody who's just dying every time. But the numbers hurt because I was streaming 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and I couldn't break 200 CCV, and I'm like, something's fucking wrong. And it hurts because I know my numbers are better. Like I'm getting 20,000 views in 4 hours when last month and the beginning of this month, not this month, but last month, technically July, it's still this month for me. I was still getting 50 to 100K views in 4 hours. Now I'm getting 20K. For the past 2 weeks, I've been getting 20 to 25K views, which is shit for me. It's not good. But tonight's stream, I got 40,000 views in 3 hours. So I went back to decent numbers. And it's something you just got to push through. Eventually, your algo will catch and you will grow. But to grow, you have to be different. You have to be different. You can't just be following the notions of someone bigger. Stone Mountain is as big as they come on Facebook and as consecutive as they come. Streams every day, provides the same content every day, day in and day out. And he has so many returning viewers because people watch Stone because he's Stone. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the next, commanding officer. You can't do that. You can't copy that. You literally look like a toolbox.
Right.
I'm not going to say no names, but there's a Dr. Disrespect impersonator on Facebook. I mean, come on, bro. Like, he literally dresses like him. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying you got to be original, man.
Right.
Got to be original. That's literally what this is about. Like, if you got Subway and Subway 2.0, ain't nobody going to go with Subway 2.0.
Right.
I'm using Subway because I like Subway.
I could tell.
Just saying.
I could tell.
Like McDonald's and Burger King. Why do people choose one over the other? Because it's variety. It's different. It's originality. Bro, stream is like food, bro. I'm hungry as shit right now if you can't tell. You got to be original, man. You can't copy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you going to do something different. Like me, sure. You're not going to go to another streamer and see somebody outlash like I do. You're not. And that's my thing. That, and I talk to chat and I play the game, decent. I'm not the best at the game, but I'm not the worst. I'm far from the worst. I provide the same gameplay as some top tier players, if not better than some. There's games where you play really good, games you play really bad. But you know, if somebody's on fire, they're on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like I can provide the same gameplay as some other guys, but if you want a more relaxed, laid back stream, don't watch me because I'm intense. I get engaged. Like I want my viewers to see what I'm seeing, feel what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like I want them to be here with me. You know, I don't want them to just watch from a distance. Like I want everybody involved. And
sure.
like you got to be original, man. You can't copy someone. You have to when your views are low, don't act like another streamer and be like, oh, my views are so ass. Like, yeah, I've said that shit on stream before because it hurts, but I don't let it affect the way I act. You know, I do get a little sad. I do get a little more angry, but at the same time, like people come back and watch shit after. Like I've seen streams of mine that had 10K, a couple days later, shit's sitting at like 25K. Like it gains views afterwards. So if you out there bitching, those people ain't gonna want to watch you live. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I've stopped complaining about numbers because, to be honest, numbers are just numbers. Them shits are going to go up and down nonstop, and there's literally nothing you can do. Like, even Stone Mountain, as big as he is, I mean, one day he'll have 11K watching, the next he'll have 6K. That drop is way more significant than my 1K to 700, but it hits harder for me because the numbers are a lot smaller. You know, him still looking up and seeing 7K versus 10K, it's a big difference. It's huge. It's like, it hits him the same it hits us, but he just doesn't show it because he knows like the next day could be a banging ass day. You never know with streaming. When you press go live, you don't know how the fucking day's gonna go. You know, if your numbers suck, dude, maybe your energy's not there and you realize it. Like I played Rogue Company the other day and I realized like when I went live, my energy just wasn't there. And I played for an hour and I was sucking ass at the game. I was frustrated. I was aggravated. My views weren't even bad, but as I played longer, the views started dropping because I wasn't me. You know, people watch for who you are, not what you're playing always. Right. Well, what you're playing is actually majority of it, but it's fucking, you gotta just not let it affect you. It hurts, it's hard, but you can't do it.
For sure. And Wink actually talked about that too, because I know Wink was talking about how, you know, when he first started, he was very censored. He didn't cuss. He was trying to keep it family friendly. And then one day he just texted his mods and was like, "Hey, I'm just going to be me." And that's where he started to see his growth. So
yeah, I was PG-13 when I started. Up until I got a partner, I was PG-13. And after I got partnered, I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna stop trying to censor myself because that's where I come up with these crazy ass like rotisserie chicken come ups because that's my normal side. Like that's how I am in real life. Like if I see somebody drive a Saw and be like, yo, Granny Smith apples, bake your pie somewhere else. Like it's just what I do. Like it's just who I am. It's not about censoring myself. It's just like if I want to say fuck in this sentence, I'm gonna say fuck in this sentence. Like, it's just who I am.
For sure.
And I use fuck a lot because this shit fucking sucks.
Yeah. No, I totally feel it. And I think that's kind of where we went with this podcast is we felt like for us to give good content, if we were trying to censor ourselves, we'd be putting more focus on censoring ourselves than just letting it loose and letting us.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
that's why I tell people, be original, man. Be yourself. Don't follow the trends of somebody else. It's not going to work for you.
Have you ever thought about doing something, obviously not copycatting, but have you ever thought about doing something kind of out of the box to gain viewers? Like obviously you talked about Stone doing his commanding officer, which I mean, to this day still pops up on YouTube just while you're scrolling through feeds and then you find yourself watching it. Like, have you ever thought about like different content that you can provide, or is that just not your style?
Obviously, you know, every content creator has that. What can I do to be different? It's a little hard though, because a lot of the original shit, there's always something you could do, but who's going to do it better? You know what I'm saying? People are always going to watch who does it better. So trying to provide content outside of streaming is actually a little harder than you think, because, you know, one day you're this person on this stream. It's really hard to like get out of your character and then switch up who you are for different purposes, if you know what I'm saying. Like if I want somebody to see me, I want them to see me for the same shit they'd see if I was live. You know, I don't want to switch it up. I don't want to give no wrong impressions. You know, so if I were to say try anything different, I would just maybe like try like all these streamers do these sabotage streams to make money. I would never do one. You want to sabotage me, come sabotage me for free. Like you want me to try some stupid shit. Like I got challenged to do bamboo sticks and fucking riot shield, and winning the game with 17 kills. Like, and it was no stars involved or nothing. But as people see me fucking around and doing shit, then they offer it. And I'm like, cool, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit there and like copy what everyone else is doing. Let me do it a little different. You know, like it's hard to really like provide what like something like Stone does. It's hard because it's very time consuming.
For sure.
Very.
For sure. Actually, I did one with you. You probably don't remember because you have so many idiots that do it. But there was one game you like won with just a pistol or deagle or something.
Deagle and HDR.
Yep. And I was like, no shit. This dude bet him and he did it. All right. And I said it was like 20 kills and finished top 3, and you were running solo and trios. And dude, you were like, you finished top 5, and the entire time, dude, I was fucking sweating. I was just like, holy shit, this guy's gonna pull this shit off, and I'm gonna pay him $200. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe he's gonna do it. And then some asshole, thank God, sniped your ass. I think I cheered.
I do remember it.
I cheered in a long time.
I definitely remember that.
I do like that though. I think obviously that goes back to the whole community thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I like when you watch, the chat kind of not dictate, but play a part in how you're playing, especially like you, when you go on I'm going to go for high kills and you drop into trios by yourself. Like that's a really good time to get involved with your chat. And I think you did a great job with that. And I think that that's something that, as someone that just pops in occasionally, like that's something that now I want to get involved in. So obviously the reason why I asked the question about doing original content is because I was actually kind of a part of that. And I think you do it. And I think a lot of times when you're streaming and you're doing little things off of your stream, you don't necessarily know that you're doing like your own original thing.
No, I actually don't. And that's the thing, is it becomes so original that it's like literally I don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Sure. It's like second nature basically.
Yeah.
Like you know how to walk, you know how to talk, you know how to chew bubblegum, but can you do all 3 just naturally without thinking about the fact that you're doing it? It's kind of like this kind of how I am.
For sure. Cool. Well, that's all I got for you, man. I
what? That's it?
That's it, dog. I wanted people just to kind of to see you, unless you want to go off on someone, you want to go off on something.
I ain't got nobody to talk shit about. That is one thing I do not do. If you do not roast me, I love you. You roast me, I fucking hate you, and I hope you smell like my lunch tomorrow coming out of my ass.
I was gonna say Subway. That Subway actually smells good.
Most fucking
coming out of your ass, that's bad.
I don't know. My Subway be coming out just the same way it went in. Eat fresh, motherfucker.
Well, I think we found the title of our episode. Well, X, I really do appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to be a part of this stupid thing that we call a podcast.
Well, I was glad that you came with me, and I tell people this all the time, bro. Like I was today trying to explain to people what I was doing, and I didn't know how to fucking explain. I was like, I got this thing I gotta do for one of my supporters, talk about some shit. I don't even know what the fuck we talk about, but we gonna talk. And I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I cut my supporter stream an hour short so I could be here on time, because today was a very hectic day, and I managed to actually squeeze it all in time. And that's another thing about streaming, bro. Time consuming. Time management is fucking mint. You need to do that. But I managed it, and I'm actually glad that I came, because I didn't want to miss this. Because you came to me, you asked me politely, you said it peacefully. You didn't come at me with some stupid shit where you slid in my DMs yo, let's set this shit up. You're like, yo, dude, we do this thing. I was wondering if you're interested. You know what I'm saying? Come at me like that, like asking me. Bow down and suck my toes a little bit. You know I got you. I'll help you out. You came all nice with it. Some people be coming in thinking they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't feel like you deserved it. You asked me because, you watch me, you participate in chat when you're there. I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to know you because you know me. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a fucking stranger. I got people that message me and ask me to play all the time. Yo, that's not how you go about it. I never even seen you before. Don't come become a supporter for me and send me stars so I notice you. Don't do that. Let me notice you naturally. You know what I'm saying? Don't rub it in my fucking face. Hi, I'm here. No, I don't want to see that shit. Let me see you naturally. Now I know who you are. Till the day I fucking die, I'm going to know who Jason Kassan is. That's what I call you. Deal with it. Jason Kaysen.
That's awesome.
I call you Jason Kaysen. That's one name to me. Your name is Jason Kaysen.
Dude, all growing up, my entire life, that's what it was. The first name and last name was connected.
Bro. You're not you're not two different people.
Now that you brought that up, that's actually a good thing that I wanted to tap into real quick with, Wink mentioned clout chasing. He felt,
I hate that shit.
When he started, that's how he felt that he was jumping into people's streams to gain viewers, and he had to step back and realize what he was doing. And now he deals with people that are doing that. How Do you see that a lot? Is that something that happens all the
Bro,
time?
I just stopped giving a fuck because honestly, you come in here, everybody's gonna have a different opinion, bro. If I say something about it, I'm gonna be like, I just don't have a personal opinion on you. You want to come in my chat as your gaming page? I recommend you do, because then some people might notice you. Don't come in on your personal. Come in on your gaming page. Show up, show out, be who you are. My viewers, my chat, if they want to go follow you, they can go follow you. Good luck trying to get them to watch you over me, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do something. You got to offer something that I don't. Like when I share people's streams and I share out smaller streamers and I share pages, I give them follows. I do not give them views. I do not give them likes. I do not give them reactions. They have to do that. I could lead a horse to water, but I can't make it drink. You know what I'm saying? I could lead these people to your page. I could give you clout all you want. But whether or not you take it and you run with it, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to help people. I play with smaller streamers. I always get asked, yo, X, you ever play with new up-and-coming streamers? I'm like, yeah, but go about it the right way. Like, don't come in my chat. Ask me, yo, let's run some games sometimes. Like, I don't want to see that shit. No, that's not how you go about it. You go about it like, come around, associate yourself with me and my familia. You know what I'm saying? Associate with us, get to know us. And then ask me. Let me learn you. Let me know you. Don't just come in and ask me. That's clout chasing. If you don't associate yourself with my family and you ain't part of my squad and you don't hang out with my people, I'm not going to fuck with you because they're not going to fuck with you. And that's not good content. Bringing new people into your streams and co-streaming with random fucking people, your chat's going to start questioning like, oh, what is this? Like, why he clout chasing? You know what I'm saying? Like, become known. Let my community know who the fuck you are. So when I play with you, they can tell who you are by your voice. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like it to be. Like when I used to play with Lynx all the time, Lenny, when I play with Picnic, people know Picnic. When I play with Rasa, they know Rasa. You know what I'm saying? Like they know them by voice because we're associated. We play together. We talk together. Like people would know who I was playing with just by the sound of their voices. Like that's how it needs to be. Like you need to be here. So like when I say your name, if I don't say your gaming name or your gaming page, I say your name. I want my people to know who you are. So I don't have to sit here and be like, yeah. So like every time somebody's like, yo, who are you playing with today? I got my chat say, oh, supporters, oh this, oh that. I don't want to have to answer that question. I shouldn't have to. Associate yourself with the family first. Get known.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, man. Well, I'll let you get to whatever. It sounds like you're probably going to go to Subway or Burger King or McDonald's.
I'm probably going to go to Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
Good word.
That's all right. Fair enough.
I'm going to shit my brains out.
I was going to say.
Tomorrow. You're going to smell funky.
I don't want to see any Facebook stories of you on the toilet now that.
Nah, I would never do that. I'll do a Facebook story on the way out the toilet.
There you go. There you go. All right, man. Well, I do appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Man, thanks for having me. For real.
Hey, absolutely. Anytime. If anything pops up that you're like, hey, I want to come on a podcast and just talk shit, we're here. So
I love talking shit. I do that all day. My middle name is Exhibit Talk Shit Gaming.
There you go. I like it. I love it. All right, man. Well, you have a good night. You. And hey, I appreciate you, man. Take it easy.
Appreciate you too, Cody, even though you were silent the entire fucking time.
Hey, man, he leads these interviews. I just listen.
Bro, it literally seems like you were just sitting there admiring the situations that man about smelling bad and shit. Like you literally just sat there and laughed the entire time. I did not hear a single word. Right now you're coughing. I think you have the Rona.
It's a possibility. We'll see.
Honestly, I don't doubt I have it, but I'm just kidding. I really don't have it, I promise. So if anybody's coming to visit me, I promise I don't have it. But yeah, you just sat in silence. It almost felt like I had a stalker.
Not quite.
I almost felt like I was silently being watched by the paparazzi or a Jehovah's Witness. And I just felt like you were secretly going to hit me with some psalms and shit. Start rapping the Bible or something.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
But you do look spicy. You look like y'all are related. Y'all look like brothers to me.
Not cousins, but yeah.
It's the same shit. And especially in Alabama. Yep. Just kidding. I promise that was not any shade thrown because I actually want to live in Alabama. So it's no shade. It was just a joke. Just chill. That's just who I am. If you don't like it, please don't ever follow my page.
Hey, most of our family's from Arkansas, and we call it our sister, brother, cousin family. So
that's it, man. That's it. One big family. Blood don't make family anyway. Y'all brothers in my eyes. Y'all look close enough the same.
There you go.
I can look at him and see you. If he had that beard, y'all be similar as fuck. I can see he grows it a little bit. Like I'm sitting here stroking it with the mouse. I feel like it's a little bristly. It's a little bristly.
It's getting there. It's getting there. We're working on it.
There. Okay. So when next time I see this podcast thing, am I gonna see like 2 Jason Casons or 2 Codys?
God, I hope not.
Yeah,
I kind of hope so.
I kind of hope so.
Well, I'm excited for this to air, to be honest. I'm ready
It'll
to watch this shit.
It'll be up Tuesday. It'll probably drop midday
Bet. Tuesday, I got to pick up my mom from the airport, but I'm ready.
There you go. There you go. All right, man.
110%.
Well, go enjoy your Taco Bell. And
I'm going to.
We'll talk soon.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Be good, man. Thank you.
Peace out, man.
Whoa.
I am so glad that interview happened. X is a monster, dude. Like that
Absolutely.
guy. Like, I don't want to say that he is a psychopath, but bro, like the way his brain works, that dude is on another level. And to like pair that up with how good he is at gaming is like just crucial. Like for his profession, absolutely crucial. Love the dude. Like literally, actually, it was the first time it wasn't on our recording because generally we'll do like a little intro before we actually record. But like we did a Zoom hug. Like it was the first time like we actually have talked face to face. Obviously, I've been in his streams a lot, so he sees me in chat. And obviously I've talked to him through Messenger to get him onto the show, but I've never actually met him in person, seen him over a Skype or anything. It was the first time meeting. So really cool dude, down to earth. Like this dude doesn't give a shit about what you think of him. But I hope people see like the guy behind the camera, because like a lot of the time, like Wink alluded to this as well, like, you know, starting streaming and then realizing like you're not being yourself. So like, I'm just going to start streaming, being myself. Like there's a lot of streamers out there that like you are watching and you're falling in love with, you know, the content that he's putting out, but you're afraid that that's not who he is behind the camera. Like most streamers are exactly who they are. Like even guys like Stone Mountain who do like characters while they stream, 90% of their stream they're still them being them. Like they're that kind of person. And you know, I really hope that people see that in the coming streamers that we have on here too. Like I know GG Fire's one that you know, on stream, off stream, same guy, super down to earth, super cool dude. And you know, X really just shows I really hope that he showed everyone that's watching right now that you know, he doesn't just put on face for his streams. Like he's real, he's raw, he doesn't give a shit. He'll tell it to your face, which is why I love watching him, but I will never play with him because I consider what we have a virtual friendship, and I do not want that ruined based off of how bad I am at the game and how quickly he is to shut me down. So,
and how bad we smell.
That too, man.
Yeah.
So
I've
now
how bad I smell at everything.
We're awful people. Wink told us to uninstall the game because we were campers, and now X is saying that we smell bad because we go on rooftops. Like this is not good. We're creating great content for these streamers, but when it comes to our gaming, like we are not creating a good image.
No, this is the Fuck Jason and Cody show starring the streamer we have on this week.
Can you imagine like when GG Fire comes on and finds out that we're gold 1 and silver 3 in Rocket League, like what's he going to say about us? I think Lenny is the only one that's nice enough that's not going to absolutely wreck us.
She's going to wreck us the hardest.
Maybe. Yeah.
Calling
maybe she's possibly. I don't know, dude. X saying we stink. That's and not like we stink at the game, just like we smell bad. Like that. Yeah. Like that hurts, bro.
Right.
Like I shower a lot and I put on deodorant and I smell like Old Spice pine right now. Like I think I smell good. Like damn it, man. I need to change my ways. But
Dr. Squatch is the way to go.
Dude. Squatch. You know, we talked about with X, you know, promoting your community and being yourself, right? I think that goes into like even products that we consume, like Liquid Death. Like we both love Liquid Death, and they're just flat out like don't give a shit. Like if you don't like our marketing, get the F out. Like don't they have a vinyl album?
Yes,
that is
they have
on like their bad reviews.
They have a real fucking, for those of you who are interested in the genre of deathcore, like I am, holy shit, is it wonderful. I don't care what they say. It just sounds wonderfully brutal. And they have a vinyl called Liquid Death's Greatest Hates. And it's literally a deathcore band, like screaming their fucking like worst, like Amazon reviews and like people commenting on Facebook saying like fire your marketing guy and shit, and it's so incredible. But man, people say water tastes like water. Liquid Death out of a fucking like tall boy. Coldest fucking water you'll ever drink. They are not sponsoring us, but god damn it, they should.
I wish they were.
I would absolutely drink their shit all the time.
My favorite ad of theirs is just their tall boy can, and then next to it just says proudly not for everyone, and then it's the comment of you guys need to fire your marketing manager.
Yeah.
Greatest ad. But like even like you brought up Dr. Squatch. I just got an email the other day. They just came out with a toothpaste. The email subject, swear to God, the email subject said 3 words: spit or swallow. That was it. And I was like, what the fuck? I click on it and it's introducing all natural toothpaste. I was like, holy shit. That is amazing.
2020 is a weird fucking place for advertising, bro. But it's so great.
So good. But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like X is like that, where, you know, they're going to be them. They don't give a shit if you like him or if you don't. Like, he's going to be the realest he can. And he flat out told us, like, if I'm streaming and I'm not feeling it, like, it's not that I'm going to completely stop stream, but I'm probably going to cut it short, reevaluate, and then I'll come back again. But he doesn't let the numbers bother him. He doesn't let the commenters in there bother him. He's an analytics guy, and if he sees those things coming back at him, like against him, he knows that maybe he is not bringing everything to the table. He reassesses and he hits it back again. Like, awesome conversation. I'm so glad that he came on. Really, really cool for him to take time out of his day and stop his supporter games a little early to jump on the show. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
For those of you that are tuning in to us from X's community, we thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you watching. You know, we're going to be doing this for about another month, bringing on other streamers, giving them a platform. If there is someone other than X that you watch, that you would like us to interview, feel free to hit us up or hit them up, and let us know. And, you know, we'll be more than happy to try to get them on the stream to provide a platform for them as well, because that's what this is for. This show was made not just for us to, you know, get our thoughts out there, but it's also to provide a platform for people that didn't either, one, know a platform was available to them, or two, give them the platform that they deserve.
Absolutely.
Even though Cody might be part of Jehovah's Witness.
Apparently, dude. Apparently, I'm just some weird stalker that just kind of sits here and chuckles.
Peeping panda.
Don't. I see the images coming. Oh, God. No. But to wrap things up, fucking incredible interview. First off, conducted by our dear friend, Mr. Jason Kaysen here, and also having our good friend. I think I can call him a friend now. I think we're all friends, right?
I mean, he roasted you enough.
He roasted the shit out of me. And you know what they say, you only roast the ones you love. And so our good friend Exhibit for coming on, keeping it real with us, having a just badass time before we recorded and during. Just a wonderful experience to have him on. And hopefully we can have him on again and we can just shoot the shit, you know. But if you guys are interested in watching X in his natural habitat, do his thing on the sticks, murk some people in some Warzone, we will have his link down in the description in the show notes so you guys can check him out. Let him know that Jason Kaysen and Mashing Joys sent him. And I'm sure he'll be very happy to have you guys. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. If you're enjoying the content that we are putting out, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, mash the bell, comment down below what you think. Let us know who you would like to see on the show. Let us know what a bunch of fucking stooges we are. Tell us we smell bad because we hang out on buildings. And I don't know why I was like wrapping my head around the microphone to the side. It was really weird.
But if you like that,
if you like that though, fucking let me know, dude. I'll do it more. if you are listening on the many podcast services we are available on, thank you once again. You too as well, if you are enjoying the show, hit the subscribe button, leave a rating, get notified whenever our new episodes go live. If you're looking for us on social medias, you can find us on Facebook. Mashing Joys is the name of our page. You can find us and all of our shenanigans there, as well as on Instagram and Twitter at Mashing Joys. You can find myself starting to live stream on Twitch again. Whoop. Twitch.tv/Mediocre Panda. And you can also find Jason, not so active on Twitch, but he's still there. Twitch.tv/Case in Point Show. You can also find his sports podcast, which is back in the full swing of things before baseball gets shut down again, on YouTube and podcast services everywhere, Case in Point. And you can also find us on the social medias, Mediocre Panda 5, Case in Point Show. We're around. Let us know what your thoughts of the show are. Tell us about the streamers you want on. Ask us questions. We'll give you answers.
And we're not pussies. We actually check our DMs. So we also don't hide them. So if you,
I think my DMs are completely open.
Yep. Yeah, I know mine are. So if you do see us on social media and you have a question and you don't necessarily want it to be public, feel free to hit us up. In that we are not a show where we will block messages, and you can only hit us up on our newsfeed. Like, we are more than welcome to bring you on board and talk to you, whether it is a brief question or something that you have questions on starting your own podcast or anything like that. We are always here to help. We are not snobby assholes that's not pointing fingers at anyone or calling out any streamer specifically that doesn't allow us to do that. We would never do anything like that, but we don't block anybody. So if you want to slide in the DMs, as they say, and hit us up with a question, we are here to do the answering for you.
Yes. However, if you're an asshole, I'm probably just going to fucking block you.
Yeah, I mean, I might. Yeah, I probably won't even respond at that point, but you're more than welcome to send an initial message for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to hear from you. We're all about a sense of community here. That's what we are here to do. And we want to have all of you involved in the process, whether it be giving you guys tips and tricks to starting your own podcast, or talking to you about streaming and other streamers and games, whatever. We love the conversation. We want to have it. So feel free to reach out to us, whether it be on the show or on our personal feeds, whatever. DM us, let us know your thoughts, and we will get back to you ASAP. We read every single thing that's sent to us. So with that being said, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you to Exhibit once again and his wonderful supporters. And thank you to everyone else who has stuck with us through this wonderful journey that we have been on. We will be continuing the streamer series next week. And we will have plenty of laughs and good discussion to come with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I have been Cody.
I'm still Jason.
And this has been Mashing Joys, episode 9? Episode 9. We'll call it episode 9. The Rise of Skywalker. But thank you guys for tuning in. As always, be safe. Wear a fucking mask. Eat your vegetables. Most importantly, though, have a good day, you guys. See ya!